Hello, everyone. Danny Garola here with stampinthepinkbarn.com. Coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. It has been extremely warm here the last couple of days. It has been close to 90s. Today it was 89 degrees, but insanely windy today. It woke me up this morning because we had this huge microburst come through, and you couldn't even see down the mountain from us because all this dirt had just blown by. It was really crazy. But but we are doing, my husband actually just brought a huge load of stuff up today. He is now officially staying up here. This is going to be his first night staying up with us. And he came in because he brought our couch over and everything. He brought some of the big furniture over. And he came in and he sat down with my daughter on the couch and just held her. And you should have seen the smile on her face. She was so happy to have Dad be here. So my daughter and my husband have a pretty special father-daughter relationship. They, when I had her, I had a C-section, and they had to wheel her off to the NICU when she was born. And so for the first 4 hours of her birth, I was in the recovery room. I couldn't see my daughter and I couldn't see my husband. So I kept asking the nurses, I go, can you guys just somebody tell me, is my kid even alive? You guys won't say anything to me. And so the nurse told me, this is the craziest thing. The nurse told me, she goes, we're going to have to call over to the NICU and have your husband come and talk to you. What? You can't just tell me what's going on? You're a hospital. I'm the one that just birthed this child and you guys can't tell me. So she goes, nope. She goes, that's something that your husband has to tell you. Well, and then in that, it freaks me out because, you're thinking, oh my gosh, maybe something is really wrong and that's why they can't tell me and I have to wait for my husband to come in. So they call over to the NICU, and the NICU nurse was supposed to tell him to come see me. Well, she didn't do so. So yeah, it was quite some time. So when they took me from the recovery room up to my room that I had to stay in, they took me through the NICU so I can stop and see my daughter. Yeah, that was probably the happiest moment of my life, is seeing this child that I just birthed and not having, any idea what is going on with her, and then getting wheeled by her to see her was a really pretty special moment. But he sat in the NICU for that first 24 hours with her. So he has bonded quite well with that little girl. And, it's just kind of, they just have this thing, and it's pretty cool to see because my father wasn't much around in my life, so it's cute to see them together. Some people think it's kind of a weird situation. I'm like, no, trust me. If it was weird, it wouldn't be happening. Their relationship is not weird. So anyways, you guys are here for April mystery stamping. I hope you guys gathered all of your supplies. I put them out last Wednesday. And so that being said, tonight we're going to actually put the card together. You can come back, watch this replay. It will be posted over on my blog later on today. Just know that the giveaway is going to be for the adhesive backed sequins and gems. That's what is going to be in the giveaway for this month. They wish my daughter away too because warming bed wasn't ready. Oh, geez. Wow, that's crazy that they didn't have it ready unless you had a really quick, birthing, which is cool. I had to have a C-section, so it wasn't the ideal situation. It wasn't really what I was trying to do, but you know what? They all come here in their own time and on, their own behalves of how it happens, and that's just the way it went. But yeah, so we are going to be giving away this package of adhesive back sequence. So be sure to create your card. You have until next Wednesday to create the card that I'm going to be showing you guys. Now just know, everybody's going to have a different card in the aspect that you're going to be using different papers. And please know, you do not have to use Stampin' Up! Products here, you guys. This is just to get us crafting together. If you've got a Michaels brand, use it. I don't care. That's not what we're here for. We're just here to get crafting together and for me to give you guys a little bit of inspiration to get started on making some cards. So that's what this is about. And so I have posted the link in the description of this video for going over to Pink Barn Stampers group. That is where I will actually post the picture of the finished card tonight over there. And that is where you're going to put a picture of your card that you create using my same layout, but with your own products. You're going to put it in the comments of under the card that I put over there. So just to know, let you guys know how that works. Okay, I have my 2023-2024 annual catalog paper share. Now, you guys, look what I have in my hot little hands here. This is that new gorgeous catalog. Isn't it so beautiful? Loving the color choice that they have done on the front of this catalog. It is much different from last year's catalog. This one is very, very bright and can be seen a mile away. And so I am just loving this new catalog. There is a catalog request on the description here. If you are new to Stampin' Up! And you don't have a demonstrator and you are looking to getting into Stampin' Up!, you can request a catalog from me. So that is what this is all about. This is going to be the paper, our designer series paper, along with the specialty paper. You can get your hands on a 6x6 sample. It's going to be a quarter pack of the designer series paper pack that you're going to get of each of the designer series papers. And there are two options. So if you go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, and you hit that all the way over to the side, there's a little paper share. You can read all about this and all the information. I have two options for this. You can either do the straight option number 1, which is just the designer series paper, or with option number 2, you get to add on the specialty paper as well. And when you pick option number 2, I'm actually going to be throwing in a quarter pack of the brand new 2023-2025 in color designer series paper. So just to let you guys know that there are quite a few sets in our last chance products. So as you know, we have 2 catalogs retiring at the same time this year. We have our January through April catalog and our annual catalog, both retiring in the beginning of May, or actually like the first day of May. But you can now get some products out of those catalogs for an amazing deal. So we've got all these different stamp sets that are 60% off, and they're all under $10 for a stamp set. So I want you guys to definitely be watching. If you go over to my blog at stampinthepinkbarn.com, and if you hit the promotions button, scroll down, you're going to actually see a picture of this, and it's going to say last chance. You can actually download both of the PDFs. There's the one from the January-April catalog, and there's the one from the retiring annual catalog as well. And then you can go through that. I have actually taken all the French stamp sets off of there because here in the US, typically we only use the English ones, English version. I am going to open my soda here because I know I'm going to need a drink. Okay. So I think we're ready to get into this. So, oh, and by the way, we do have a new paper pumpkin. There was no sheet to print off this time. I don't know what the deal is, but you can see that here on my Facebook page or once you go over to my blog, you can actually see it in the promotions. The new, I think it's called the In Color paper. I don't remember what the whole name is now, but it's very outdoorsy looking. It looks amazing. They're actually going to be having an add-on coming May 2nd. That is going to be some card bases of those new In Colors for that. So yeah, super exciting. All right, so to do this mystery stamping card, I had said in the directions, let me pull this up over here on my computer so I can actually tell you kind of exactly what you need. I'm pretty sure I remember what all we need. This one was very simple as far as supplies. So this is, I said that you're going to need either very vanilla or some basic white. You can use whatever color you want, but just know that it needs to be light enough because we're going to be actually stamping on our card base, just to let you guys know that. Okay, let's see here. Get this brought up. Mystery stamping. We need April's mystery stamping. There she is. Okay. All right, so I said basic white thick or vanilla thick for your base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and it has been scored at 4 1/4 because this is thick cardstock. I cannot just fold it and without it getting all kind of wrinkly over here. You have to score your thick cardstock. Okay, that's gonna be our base. The next layer that we need, I said that you're gonna need some DSP or some pattern paper that is 4 by 5 1/4. I have chosen the, this is that masculine, what was this called? I know it's, oh, right here. This is called the He's the Man. I have chosen this paper here. Absolutely beautiful paper, very masculine, great colors for all sorts of manly cards. But I chose this little mint macaron. I think it's mint macaron, either that or so saffron. I can't remember exactly the colors of that. But I can tell you, so soft succulent, that's what it is. I'm going to use this piece of paper, and so on the back, it's got this really neat early espresso pattern on the back. That being said, we're going to see both sides of our designer series paper. So make sure that when you get your designer series paper picked out, both sides coordinate. Normally, Stampin' Up! Paper, both sides coordinate together, but I know that there has been some times where it does not. And so this is where you're going to need to grab your paper trimmer. So down at the bottom of the supplies, I said you're going to need glue, your paper trimmer / your scoring tool. You're going to need some paper snips and a bone folder. So, all right. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to take this piece. We're going to take this piece and we are going to, just an FYI, you're gonna probably hear my mom's dog howling in the background. Please don't feel like there is anything wrong with her. She just gets very stressed out when my mom is not home. And so my mom had a doctor's appointment today. And so she is not here right now. So my mom's dog, Zoe, has been, can you hear that? She is the craziest thing. I was outside the other day and my mom had went to the doctor's and I walked out to my dad because my dad's outside working in the yard and stuff. And I go, what is that noise? And he goes, oh, it's the dog. I was like, what in the world? So I can hear her in there. So I'm sure you guys can, but please don't feel that she is in any distress. She is just, she is a little stressed out, but she's okay. We're home. My dad's home. It's just, she's in the house and my mom's not home. So just to let you guys know that, I don't want you to feel like I'm, torturing a dog or anything in the background. Okay, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to turn this on I want to look at my right-hand side of my paper. I'm going to take this, and knowing that this is 5 1/4, I know that 2 3/8 is 2 5/8 is the middle point. So what I want to do is I want to grab this and spin it and go to 2 5/8. And I am going to now watch my scoring blade, and I have a 2-inch mark right here. So I'm taking my cutting blade and I'm just gonna pull this down, and in the center here, there's a little center tick mark. That's where I want to line up with my number 2 to make sure that I've gone down 2 inches, okay, and then take it back up, all right? So that just put a little crease in the center of my paper. So that was 2 5/8. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to take this, and from the top corner, I am going to go down. I got to make sure I put this in the channel correctly here. So it's kind of a wonky little thing to do. And there's probably an easy way of doing this. But I am just gonna line this up, watching my center mark there and lining this up in that little channel and making sure my corner is in there. I'm just gonna take this straight down to that center mark there. Okay, so that is going to be my fold. And then I want to do the same thing coming from the bottom right-hand corner to that center point. So I'm going to line this part up with that. And I'm going to actually start on that center point this time and come down this channel. Just like that. Now be careful that when you're scoring on designer series paper is thinner than our cardstock. So don't push too hard so you don't wind up cutting that. Because even though you're using a scoring blade, it can still sometimes cut this, and you don't want to cut your paper open. Okay, so with that, we are now going to take each one of these flaps and just fold over on themselves, just like that. So it looks like a little collar. So if you were holding it this way, it looks like a collared shirt. And you could actually, you know, when you go to make more of these, you could actually put these on your card base like that and make that little collared look. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I am going to now line this up on here, watching my 3 sides, since this side is not going to be even with that. And I'm going to glue that down to my card base. Now just know I'm doing this the very, very basic way. There are so many things that you can do with this fold that you can really dress this card up. You could take something like, especially if you were using flowers or any kind of a punch, and you could put something right here in the center. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave mine alone, because I actually am just going to keep it a little on the simple side. Let me get this held down there. Okay, I also said that you're going to need some matching ribbon. So I have chosen, this is the fake suede or faux suede trim in that early espresso. So it matches that there. And then I said to grab a stamp that is kind of a horizontal stamp, or I mean a vertical stamp, because we need it to be longer and thinner versus wide. We need a long, narrow one. So let me, where did I put that? Come on now. Of course, I'm not finding what I need on here. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm gonna just bag that because I can't find what I was looking for. So yeah, I said you need some matching ribbon, and then you need matching ink or black, just depending on what paper you decide to use. I'm using my Early Espresso, and it says a vertical stamp no wider than 2 inches. So I have chosen to use To the Man Who Does Everything, because I need a Father's Day card, and I thought, you know what? This will be a great Father's Day card. So that's why I have chosen this one. So I'm going to open up this Early Espresso. Now, you can do two options here. You can either just put a dab of glue and glue that down. You can take one of your dimensionals and pop it up where it looks like it's raised a little bit. You choose to put these down however you want. I did not put dimensionals on the supply list because I'm just going to glue mine down. But if you do want that lift, you can absolutely put some dimensionals behind there, and that makes it really cool too. So I am using my Early Espresso here. And I am going to stamp this right here in this white opening. I'm giving that a few seconds to marinate into that paper. Okay, just like that. I could have also used the soft succulent. That would have worked as well. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little glue up here on the corner of this and just tack that down. I am not putting glue in this kind of center well because I kind of want that to be open, kind of like a lifted collar, I guess you would say. Well, that is okay, Becky. You can always catch the replay here. I will be uploading this over on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for sharing. I forgot to come in here and say hi to all you guys. Hello, Miss Melanie. Hello, Anna. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Vicky and Miss Frida. Isn't it your birthday today, Miss Frida? Happy birthday, dear. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, hello, Sheila. Yes, I forgot to. I see you guys popping in here, but then I forgot to say hi to everybody. How rude. Okay, so I need some snips. I'm just going to, now with this ribbon, you can make a bow. You can, I'm just going to tie this in a little knot like this. Well, I hope you're doing something special for your birthday today, besides sitting on here and just watching me make a card. I mean, not that I'm complaining, but I'm sure you probably have a million things you could be out doing right now. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that just like that. I'm not gonna make a bow because of the fact that this is more of a masculine card, and I don't do bows on masculine cards. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna put this maybe up here. I think I'm gonna actually just stick it right in the center there. Maybe I don't like that on there. Oh, good for you. Oh, look at you, partying with friends. That is awesome. So glad to hear it. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab one of my little glue dots here to put this bow on. And I think I might actually just put it, I don't know. I don't know if I like this bow on here at all, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna stick it there just to add a little bit of something. It works. just to add a little extra element on there. So there is our simple, easy card that anybody at any level of stamping can absolutely make this. I do these on more of a simple level. I have done some harder ones in the past, but I realized that's a little bit too much for people to do, especially if you are a brand new stamper. If you're not, you can always dress up the cards a little bit more than what I have. So just know that that is absolutely a choice as well. So there is our mystery stamping card for April. I hope you guys have fun with this. Dress it up, do whatever you wish with it. Just stick with my layout. So you can be entered into the giveaway of the super cute adhesive backed sequin gems. That will be, I will do the drawing on Wednesday, what day did I say it was? Wednesday, I believe it's the 19th, whatever next Wednesday is. And of course, there's no calendars sitting around. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, there's a calendar sitting right here. And of course, she hasn't moved her calendars. And so it's still on January. Yep, the 19th is when I will be doing the winner of the mystery stamping. So make sure, hello, Kay. Make sure you get your card submitted over at Pink Barn Stampers Group. So I hope you enjoy this. Again, happy birthday, Frida. I'm glad that you have been enjoying your special day. Even if you enjoy it over many, many days, that would be awesome. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming in here, and I hope you enjoyed mystery stamping. I can't wait to see your guys' creations. This one I think is great just for, since we do have Father's Day coming up, or even just a masculine birthday. So, all right, you guys, take care of yourselves. I will see you guys over on YouTube tomorrow, 12 Pacific, 1 Mountain, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. I will be live over on YouTube for Coffee and Cards. So I hope you can join me tomorrow for that. I will put the reminder up tomorrow morning for that Coffee and Cards. I will also put the link to the YouTube video that I will be going live on, so you guys can follow me straight from there. Click that link and it'll take you right over to my YouTube page, so you're not scrolling around looking for me and all that kind of stuff. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.